Hey everybody, Dan the Lobster Man here from Lobster Grand. And today I'm going to show you how to make one of my favorite recipes, lobster corn chowder. And it's even gluten-free. And you will just love it. I love this recipe. What you're going to need is 2 lobsters, which is about 2 cups of lobster meat. Also, make sure you keep the shells from the lobsters. 2 teaspoons of canola oil, 6 cups low sodium chicken stock, a half a cup of white wine, 3 ears of corn with the kernels removed and keep the corn cobs. 3 bacon slices, have those diced, 1 medium yellow onion, chopped finely, 3 large carrots peeled and diced, 2 celery stalks, diced 3 cups of heavy cream, and 3 medium potatoes peeled and diced. First thing you do is you got to get your lobsters, right? So we started out with a couple of live lobsters, about 1 1/4 pound and a half, and it gave about 2 cups of lobster. If you don't have any live lobsters, you can use some lobster tails as well. Don't discard the shells, okay? That's a key. Keep the shells and the bodies because we're going to use that to make our lobster stock. So that's the first thing we want to do is we want to make a lobster stock. And that is also really simple. First, get a big pan, a big pot. We want to pour a little oil in there. We use a little canola. And what this is going to do is the hot oil is going to release the oils in the shells, and it's going to give a super flavor to this chowder. So here's our lobster bodies, and of course we save them. And we're going to just let this oil get a little hot, and we're going to put the lobster bodies right in there. And simply what we're going to do is we're just going to let the hot oil, mix it around a little bit, and let the hot oil just stay right in there. This has been on a medium heat for about 5 minutes, the lobster bodies, and it's released all the oils in there for the flavor. So next we're going to do is we're going to pour in the stock. We're just going to pour it right in, all right? And next we're going to add some wine. Next we're going to do is we've got some fresh corn, and I saved the corn cobs too, because there's a lot of flavor in here too. And what we're going to do is we're just going to put them right in here, and it's going to just have just a tremendous flavor in there. So next we're just going to put this over to the side here and simmer. Then what I've done already is I have some applewood smoked bacon, because I love applewood smoked bacon. And then we're going to brown it. And I browned it a little bit right here. Keep all the oil and all the bacon grease inside there. And next what we're going to do is we're going to add our onion that we've already chopped up. And we're going to just put that right in there. Real easy. Now we've got some of our celery. We're going to put that in there too. And then we got some carrots that we're going to put in there. And then we've got some corn too. This is fresh corn. If you don't have fresh corn, you could use frozen corn too, but I do think the fresh corn is the way to go. And then what we're going to do is just mix it all up so you get everything all mixed together in there. And we're just going to let that about medium high, and we're going to let that simmer so it gets nice and tender. So next what we're going to do is we're going to strain the stock that we have. This is the lobster and the corn stock. Be careful that you don't get any all over you. And just pour it right in there like that. And then I want to mix that up just a little bit. And now we're going to add our cream. This is what makes the chowder so good. Just pour it right in there. We're going to mix that around real good. Get it all nice and mixed up in there. And then we're going to add our potatoes. I like to use the Yukon Gold potatoes. I think those have the most flavor. And then we're going to let that simmer for about 25 minutes. Okay, so now this has been simmering for 25 minutes, and I can just smell this. Oh my gosh, I wish you could be here. So what I recommend is have a preheated bowl, not too hot, just hot enough. Add a good amount of lobster in there, and then just ladle it in. Just like that. And then I like to put just a couple sprigs of some chives in there just to make it look pretty. And there you go. Look at that. It's so simple to make. Enjoy. Thank you so much for watching.